Sorry, my camera is not working now. I'm so sorry, but it's good. It's
Okay.
good for you. You'll not be scared.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you for inviting me, for having me. And as I said to Chaim, how are you? Nice to see you again. We are trying
Hello.
to do something very special, like as you are doing there in Europe, in Israel, and Latin America. Here in Canada, we have now Mehrad. Mehrad is is that correct?
Morning. Yeah, Merad. Yeah, right.
Mehrad. Okay, and I don't know who is from Canada here, but we are trying to build this connection here. So I need your assistance, your help to make it real. Thank you.
Okay, welcome, Persio. The only we are very high level people today. The only problem is that we have no woman. This is a problem. But of course, Sunday evening they are busy.
So, Andre, I don't know about you, but some of us have reached the age that we still chase the women. The problem is when we catch them, we don't remember why we chased them.
For what?
So, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
I propose that we begin. Okay for you?
Yeah, so we are recording. So let's start. As I
We have a
said,
newcomer. We
Yeah,
have a newcomer, Alex. Do you know him?
yes, Alex is a good friend.
Good.
Let's do like this. Andrea, I will let you lead this meeting. Please,
Good.
it will be a pleasure to have you hosting this meeting. And so in the format you know better than us.
Very good. With pleasure. Okay. I first of all say welcome to Alex. Alex, do you hear us? Alex, do you hear us? And do you have your webcam? Not like Persio. Only Persio is allowed.
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
sorry for
with
this.
us.
Oh, there is, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, hi guys. I'll be joining you in a minute or two.
Okay, good, Alex. Okay, so I say also welcome to Tova and to my friend Michael. Tova, do you hear us?
Yes, hello. Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you to be with us.
Yeah, welcome. I mean, something new. I just got, from a friend, and I figured out,
Good.
why not? Let's see what it is.
Exactly. You are very lucky to have good friends, Tova.
Yes, I am. I do.
Michael, good evening. So nice to see you.
Good evening. Great to see you.
Yeah. Good. So Alex will be joining in 1 minute. Okay, it's recorded by Chaim, so if somebody wants to see the replay, ask to Chaim. Ezekiel, can you put your camera? Ray, can you put it back too? It's nicer for us. Thank you, Ezekiel.
Unfortunately,
Ray, well done.
I can see that I'm the only woman around here. That's very unfortunate.
Exactly. So the best one.
You're the
for
resistance.
Till now, we felt not complete. Now that you are with us, we are complete.
Exactly. Okay, so thank you very much for all of you to be with us tonight. I do propose that we do a kind of round table introducing ourselves individually during 2 minutes each, so that afterwards we can open a debate and go further to what interests us for our businesses. The objective is business networking, and I ask you please to be focused on that so that it will be useful for everybody. And of course, after this meeting, we can follow up connection on LinkedIn and whatsoever. Okay?
Okay.
May I ask something? May I ask something before starting, please?
Please,
What is what is the point of connection of us all? Is it that all of us are in Israel or have something to do
No.
with Israel? No?
No, no, no. Of course, Chaim
Maccabi. Maccabi.
Yes, took the initiative. So he's based in Israel. I'm based in Paris, France. Okay, so and we connected, and we believe that it's a must to have a kind of international business networking. Okay, in the ecosystem of startups, investors, etc. So because of that, we decided to push this opportunity to have this event, and I'm very satisfied that we are high-level people, including Tova. So we are very lucky. All
And
together.
nice to be here. A
Yes.
pleasure to be here. Good.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Very good. So please, 2 minutes of presentation of each. Chaim, are you ready? Chaim Maccabi, are you ready to open it, please?
Yes, thank you, Andre. Good evening, everyone, and it's a big pleasure for me to be here with you. It's the first time I'm organizing such an international business networking meeting with the help of Andre. And my name is Chaim Maccabi. I have here several friends who already know me very well, and some other new faces. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am originally from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I made Aliyah more than 30 years ago. I did a master's degree at the Technion in computer science, and that's where I met Gidi. And since 1995, I have been working in the Israeli high-tech industry, mostly startup companies. I worked for many different startup companies. I had the privilege to be in 3 exits as an employee. I was in 3 startup companies that made an exit. Today, I am an entrepreneur, and I am active in several startup companies. Some of them I have a more leadership role. In other startups, I'm more kind of an advisor. And I also work as a consultant in the field of machine learning and data science, and what people like to say artificial intelligence. Okay, so the bottom line, I am active in a few startups. I'm also a consultant, and what I'm looking for in this meeting is to explore business opportunities.
Very good. Thank you very much, Chaim. The other Chaim, are you ready? Chaim Nigri.
Yes. Am I okay? I am a Brazilian from São Paulo. I live in Israel for 3.5 years. And since the beginning, Chaim called me and we met online. He was very nice welcoming me. And well, here I work at Wawiwa, which is a company that offers tech training for universities and tech training centers all over the world. I work specifically with Latin America and Spain. And if people from Israel know John Bryce, this company is belongs to the same owner as the same founder as John Bryce. And then I have a special issue here, a theme here that is a startup from Brazil. Well, I'd like to take a minute to tell something else. I used to have a startup in Brazil, tech training school for kids in Brazil. We were specialized in Minecraft. And then I came to Israel, and the teachers, young teachers that used to work with me, they went ahead with the company and they are moving it. And now this week they invited me finally. We've been talking a lot. I kind of mentored them. And this week they invited me for a world project to take a special project on Minecraft to all the countries that we can. we'll start translating this project to Spanish, to English, and also to Hebrew. Once it starts with a Jewish theme, but it will open to other themes also. And so I'm here looking for opportunities and maybe help. And if ever I can help someone also, it will be a great pleasure.
Okay, thank you very much, Chaim. Welcome to Dvir and May. Dvir and May, can you please put your camera? And Gidi, prepare yourself to present yourself in 2 minutes. Dvir, May, can you put your camera on? Ah, thank you, Dvir. How are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Good. So prepare yourself to speak 2 minutes to introduce yourself after a few other ones. Okay? The next one is Gidi, and afterwards Merad. So Gidi, the floor is yours.
Okay, now the floor is mine. So Gidi, as you can see by the name, I'm Israeli, not from Brazil or France or Canada. I live in Israel, and Chaim, you said that you lived from Sao Paulo, now you live in Israel, but you didn't say where in Israel. So, but in Brazil,
in
where?
Netanya.
Okay. With French people in Netanya. So I live in Binyamina in Israel, and I met Chaim, like he said, like 30 years ago in the 90s. He was my teaching assistant in a course. And since then, well, 30 years ago, we didn't really work together since then, but I worked a lot in the defense industry in Israel, and I worked in startups in the US and in Israel afterwards. I also had some years in Brazil, in Porto Alegre, in the south over there, where I worked I was VP of R&D of a local company over there. And so I have lots of experience around the world. I speak Portuguese, English, and Hebrew. And
what do you do now for living?
What do I do now for living?
Yes.
Yes, so maybe I'm a bit different because right now I'm not in the startup world, at least not full time. I work for a very small company called Amazon Web Services. I'm a cloud architect over there, senior cloud architect, but I'm always like touching startups, like with friends and stuff like that on the side. So it interests me, even though I work like in this huge company right now.
Sure. Okay, thank you very much, Gidi, to be with us. I want to say hello and to welcome my friend Jean-François, who is also from France.
Hello.
Good evening, Jean-François. Prepare yourself to present yourself in 2 minutes after a few other ones who were already here. May, can you put your camera on? May? No, I speak to May. Okay. Merad, is it better that you speak before Persio, or is it better that Persio speaks before yourself? What do you prefer?
I think maybe Bestro is better to talk first.
Okay, good. I understand that you are working together. Of course, prepare yourself afterwards. So Persio, could you please introduce yourself in 2 minutes? Please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Sorry for my camera. I'm using my computer, but still, I still running my computer, and I don't know why it's not working. So I'm so sorry for it. But okay, I'm Brazilian, as everybody else here. So, but I don't live in Israel. I live in Vancouver, Canada, since 2022. And I have my tour operator there in Brazil. I'm still running from here, and I opened my tour operator here in Canada as well. My specialty is doing networking, doing business missions for interested people to interested innovation and technologies around the world. So I used to do a lot of business group from Brasilia and Latin America to Israel. I have a good partnership with Technion Institute in Haifa, as you know. And we could send a lot of Brazilian people to Israel to learn and to do business and do network and everything.
Percio, give us a business example, please.
Yeah, I could send, for example, so there's a agriculture interested group for some innovation for this field. So I took them to take them to the specific startups and companies in Israel are able to provide them some innovations and technologies to sell them to the Brazilian market is like to more than 200 million persons. So it's like that's what I do. And I bring in a lot of groups from Brazil and Latin America to Canada now for Web Summits Vancouver. Is replacing the collision event that were taking place in Toronto since until this year, because they changed their mind and now they are doing this meeting here in Vancouver for the next year. So we are open to receive all of you to in Vancouver next year. Yeah, and I can provide you all the logistics service and agenda. I can do any agenda in any country: China, Japan, Thailand, India, Europe, United States, Canada, entire Latin America. So I can build this bridge between what you're looking for and what who is selling the produce or service that you're looking for. So that's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Percio. After Merad, Rick, prepare yourself.
Hello, everyone.
Merad, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Merad Akbari. I'm from Vancouver as well, and I'm Iranian. I was born in Iran, and in 2012, I moved to, and before moving from Iran, I was working in bank for 5 years, and we did letter of credit, LC, importing, exporting the materials from other countries to Iran. That was one of the things that I did at that moment, and I decided to go and continue my education in higher level because I was master in Iran, and I applied for PhD. And I got my PhD in Malaysia, and it took 7 years because that was a kind of very complicated topic.
And you passed it?
Yeah. And in 2019, I got my PhD in finance and investment. After that, I moved to Vancouver, and nowadays, that is about 3 years, I'm doing real estate in here.
Good. And have you done deals with Percio?
No, not yet, but I'm trying to sell him a house.
Good.
we have to set up a coffee this week, Merad.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Whole background, and I'm here with you today.
Thank you very much, Merad.
We had some new Iranian immigrants here, came last week.
Wonderful.
We helped them to bring them over from Syria. I don't know if they liked it that we did it, but Unico Shaldag brought them over.
Oh, great! Thank you.
You look like a question mark. we went there and we went to their operation, and we took some Iranians to Israel.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So,
what are they doing over there? I mean, in Syria.
Okay, let's focus on business, please. Okay, after Rick, Tova will present herself. Good, please, Rick, we listen to you.
Thank you so much, André. So my name is Richard. Please call me Rick Harris. I'm originally from Brazil. Been in the U.S. for 12 years now, almost 13 years. Been involved in finance for longer than I wanted to. So I've been in banking with different banks, JP Morgan, Bank of America, lastly with HSBC when I decided to branch out, spin out, and start my own small venture capital firm. So it's called Bexley VC. We're right now we're a small fund, a $50 million fund. And we focus on investing in startups here in the US Midwest, most specifically here in Ohio, but also in Israel. And our investment thesis basically focuses on agriculture, technology companies, and biotechnology companies, some specific verticals in biotech.
Okay,
But
how much money do you put in each startup when you invest, approximately?
Initial checks of between 300,000 to $1 million. And of course, we're a seed stage fund.
Sure.
Um,
Good.
we haven't closed the fund yet, so I'm still on fundraising mode.
Okay, good.
And we're
Good luck.
raising. Thank you. We're raising capital from investors here in the US and in Brazil. So
well done.
yeah, and then we would like to make those investments here and in Israel, and also provide some bridging opportunities for companies in Israel that would like to establish a footprint in the US. So bring them or have them move at least one office and have some presence in the US as well. And of course, looking for the exits, the M&As and possible IPOs, God willing.
Okay, how
Here in
much
the US.
do you wish to raise to be able to invest afterwards?
Our hard cap is at 50 million.
50?
50, yes.
Good.
So
Good.
for fund one.
Yes.
So my interest today is to actually get to know people. This is always very interesting.
Sure.
People always know other people who are good for business.
Exactly. Exactly.
So obviously
Okay.
my aim right now is fundraising, but also get to know founders and people who know founders
Sure.
in Israel, so I
To
can
prepare
actually
yourself.
be
You are
introduced.
very lucky to listen now to Tova. You are very lucky, Rick.
Good, thank you. It's a pleasure to
Please,
meet you all.
please, when you have the 50 millions, don't forget us. We are ready to come and have champagne with you.
Okay. Well, now you have
Okay?
my contact information, so.
Exactly. Thank you, Rick.
But I want
Tova,
French champagne.
good. Tova, please, feel free. Please put your mic.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
Good.
anyway, I'm an entrepreneur. I come from the medical arena. I have a company for many years. I'm the CEO of my own company in the medical devices arena. I'm doing export. We are producing in Israel and we are selling in the Far East. Most of my clients are in Japan, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, and so on. Apart from that, I am leading mentoring programs for CEOs, for entrepreneurs, and startup companies. And I'm dealing with investments and with M&As that all come out from this activity. I am part of the mentoring team of the Israeli Institute, Export Institute.
Ah, very good.
Yes, so I'm just, going with.
What's the ideal CEO you wish to mentor and to help him to raise money? What's the profile of the ideal CEO and how much money, etc.?
Well, it can be from a smaller company, it can go through a very large company. It does not matter. A CEO is a CEO. The CEO is completely isolated when he's up there. So he's completely lonely.
Good.
So it can be whoever it is from, you know, the big companies, and it can go down to the, I don't know, to startup companies.
Okay.
Eventually,
Do the
when
CEOs
people are investing in companies, they are investing in the people, not necessarily
Sure.
technology.
Sure. Gadi, prepare yourself. Tova, if a CEO is willing to join your program, does he have to pay, or is it paid by the institute?
No, it's not paid by the institute. I mean,
Okay, good.
what I'm
So he has to
doing for
pay.
the
No problem.
Import Institute, this is something else. And
Good.
then I take these companies to export, and then, you know, it goes on, and they take me for private services.
Good.
And I have a whole portfolio of companies that are looking for investments, companies that are looking for M&A.
Good.
And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Tova, thank you very much for your presentation. Gadi, and afterwards Alex. Gadi,
Okay.
cheers.
First off, Chaim, thank you very much for inviting me to this group. I'm very glad to be here with you and very pleased. My name is Gadi Lipiner. I was born in Brazil, and I made Aliyah to Israel in 1968. And since then, I am here. My background is I have a PhD in chemistry and physics, an MBA, and in biotechnology too.
Okay.
For me, after my PhD, I used to work in a high level position of management in multinational companies here in Israel, Europe, and the United States. In year 2000, I became self-employed, and I became an entrepreneur. In the past, I used to manage a venture capital firm, one of the first here in Israel.
Which one?
Inventec.
Okay.
The company doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
That was on one of the first venture capitals here in Israel, with a capital of $300 million.
Okay. What do you do nowadays?
Nowadays, I am an entrepreneur. I have raised many startups and being the CEO too. And this one here, Marine Excel, is my new startup in which we are developing a method to produce shrimps, lobster, and crab meat based on stem cells. This is the area in which I am operating now, stem cells. I entered this area 5 or 6 years ago, and I'm in love with this area. I am 71 years old. I have 3 boys and 7 grandchildren, and
Well done.
I am working all the time, and I need this to live.
Okay. For Marine Excel, do you intend to raise money? Because Rick seems to be very interested.
Yes, I already wrote his name.
Well done, Gadi.
Let's chat.
Yes.
Sure, sure. Thank you very much, Gadi. That's a good beginning for you. Good. So Alex and then David. Alex, please.
Hey guys, good evening. Do you hear me okay?
Yes, very well. Where are you
Okay,
based,
perfect,
Alex?
perfect. So, first of all, Chaim, thank you for inviting me. I know Chaim from a while ago. I was working with some companies that he was involved in. About myself, I'm not Brazilian. I'm an Israeli living this country for many years, although I lived about 14 years in 8 different countries in Asia, Europe, the US, but I'm here. I'm an entrepreneur.
Where are you? Where
I live in Tel Aviv.
In Tel Aviv, good.
I'm an entrepreneur, founded 5 of my own startups. I've seen everything from failure to small exit.
Sure.
Some of my startups raised more than $100 million. During the last 8 years, I am working as a startup consultant, and I'm involved in some startups in different ways.
Good.
I'm specialized more in strategy, fundraising, raising grants from the Israeli authority. This is what I do more or less.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex. It's very clear. Thank you. So my friend David, and then after David, yes, after David, Michael, prepare yourself.
Alex, just a question. Did you study in the university in Stockholm?
Yes.
In Swedish?
I have Swedish citizenship as well, yes.
Välkommen. I was born in Sweden. I'm 5th generation Swede.
Yeah, my Swedish is not very good, but I used to study. My MBA is from Stockholm University.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. Excellent. All right. So I was born in Sweden, but I came here as a kid. I did the military. I left for 20 years and came back again. I come from the low tech. The ones in Israel, most of the people know me because of this card pack. Business cards that you tear off a pack. I don't know. Have any one of you seen it?
No.
No. All right. So we deliver to most B2B companies in Israel. Office Depot used to be my distributor in the US. Avery Dennison in Europe. And I lived in the US and Hong Kong and so on. And then we invented the digital business card 12 years ago. And now it's a lead generator. The product is finished, and we are paying Giddy money every month because, okay, we're not paying yet because we're founders on AWS. So we're not paying
That's
yet.
nice. That's nice. I wish the money would go to me.
So we are stored over there at AWS, and now we are getting through the reviews of Salesforce App Exchange and Zoho Marketplace. And we don't have any investors. We are looking for investors, and we're looking for distributors all over the world. It's a product. There's nothing like it in the whole world. It's very easy, and everyone needs it. And if you go to the chat now, you can see my product there. If you go to the chat, the general, so you can see the product. It's a digital business card. That's a lead generator. It's in 32 languages, front end, back end. And then lead generation is done by, if I send it to you, so your email and my notes goes directly into my CRM, etc., etc., etc.
Sounds great.
So if you can see it now on the, and I'm looking for distributors. And I visit Brazil once. I don't know, is any one of you know David Pfeffer?
Yes.
From the, okay, so
Yes.
So I had a paper factory, and I helped his father with Volvo, because at the time the chairman of Volvo was Jewish, and Pfeffer is like a very, very rich family in Brazil, right, Jamie?
Yes. One of the most.
My father
The
was
best
his
philanthropic
lawyer.
person there.
What?
My
The best
father was
philanthropic.
his lawyer.
Okay, so the story goes, if you have 1 second, this guy owns like Volvo, paper mills and stuff like that. He owns the Volvo in Brazil, has never met the chairman. So he got in contact with me because I was in the paper business, and I set up a meeting for him. When I came to Brazil, it was a welcome like a king. So I love Brazil.
Thank you very much, David.
Obrigado.
So now my friend Michael, and afterwards, Dvir, prepare yourself. After Michael.
Okay, hi guys. I'm Michael Sacklad, an American B2B strategist based in Paris. I help tech companies large and small grow when marketing their often complex offerings to demanding buyers in today's highly competitive environment. I do so by helping them assess market opportunities and competitive threats, advise where to focus their resources for maximum growth at minimum risk, tailor and differentiate their offerings to meet customer and competitive needs, and lastly, communicate their business benefits and competitive advantages compellingly. My multi-billion-dollar clients have included Hewlett-Packard, Microsoft, 3D software company Dassault Systems, business services company Perot Systems, and the electrical equipment giant Schneider Electric. In one significant win, I helped Hewlett-Packard generate $1 billion in new revenue in less than 1 year in an unoccupied market segment I identified for the company. Currently, I'm advising a French startup that will extract CO2 from the oceans and sequester it in construction materials. What makes my work unlike that of other strategists, and I believe accounts for its success, is I build strategies from the point of view of what my clients' customers want to buy, not what my clients want to sell them. In a word, I bring the reality of how customers think, feel, and act when making buying decisions into my clients' worlds and their strategies. It's outside in versus inside out. It's refreshing, it opens new horizons, and it works. So I'll be delighted to share my skills and experience with any of you, large or small, seeking growth opportunities. Let me know, and thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Michael. Is Rick still here, or he left? He just left with, he gave us his contacts. Okay, good. So, Dvir, now that you are ready, and then May, and then Jean-François. Dvir, we
Yes.
listen to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. So my name is Dvir Schwartz. I'm from Israel, born and raised. I'm 28 years old. I'm alumni of a Psagot program, which is a program in the army for very talented soldiers. I served as an officer for 6 years in 8-1, which is an intelligence unit which working with the top secret special forces here in Israel. So today I'm a CEO of a early stage startup in the field of mobility, autonomous vehicles, and we are a group of very professional engineers. We are looking for investment. We have a product already.
How much? How much investment do you want?
$2 million. This is a very sophisticated area, the mobility. We need a large amount of money to succeed in this field, and we are very talented. I think all of us came from different elite programs in the army, and Talpiot, if someone heard about them, and many more. All of us are engineers from different professions. For example, civil engineers, electrical, software, of course, and we have a lot of experience in this field. So
well done. Dvir, have you been to EcoMotion in Tel Aviv, an event which name is EcoMotion?
Yes, of course.
Good.
EcoMotion is
very nice
community. Great community.
Here, I have a founder. I have a startup in your field. This is Alex. The tactile mobility, if you're familiar with. So if you need any help, I'm very familiar with the industry and the field. Would be happy to help if necessary.
Amazing. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Dvir. That's very clear. May, it seems that May left. Okay. So, my friend Jean-François, you are the last one for the round table, and then we open the debate for every question you wish. Jean-François.
Sorry, André, did Ezekiel introduce himself?
Say it again.
I don't think so yet.
No. Ezekiel Lankowski.
I'm sorry. I haven't. Ezekiel, I'm very sorry. Yes, Chaim, thank you. So Jean-François and then Ezekiel.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. So I'm Jean-François Bloch from France, from south of France. I'm pharmacist by training, and also I study IP law. I create some startup in biotechnology after having working to the French Energy Atomic Commission. And then we sold the company, and we have some agreement with a different country like Israel, for example, for the microorganisms which live in the Dead Sea. We have also microorganisms all around the world. And now I create another company. The name is Starting Block, so easy to remember the name. And the idea is to help a startup company on VC and all other company on the IP matter, because it's quite difficult. So we have a business approach of the IP, not only a legal or technical approach. So we help people to how to read patent, your patent of your competitor. We help people also to prepare freedom to operate, to discuss with VC. And we are on the both side. So we can help VC to prepare the due diligence, and the other side we can. And our specialty are really more in life science, and for example, marine biotechnology. I have a lot of knowledge on this kind of things, and biodiversity is very important too.
Jean-François, in which countries do you operate?
All around the world, because we have no today for biodiversity you have what we call a Rio agreement. This is more and more important for biopiracy, and you find some microorganisms, for example, from China, but you make transformation in US. So there is no really territory. And
so you could even work with Tova.
Exactly.
Good news for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jean-François. That's very clear and focused.
Yep.
Ezekiel, we are waiting for you now.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm originally from Argentina. I moved to Israel around 12 years ago. I came from an academic background. I pursued a PhD in international relations from Hebrew University. I published 2 academic books, a few articles, and then I pursued a career change. I got into the innovation world, and now I am working for Noga Plus, a consulting company that connects Latin American corporates, large companies, with the Israeli innovation ecosystems. Basically,
in which town do you live, Ezekiel?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. Good for you.
Yes. And we do scouting for our corporate clients. We connect them with Israeli startups.
Can you give us an example? Which kind of corporates, if you can?
Our main client is Grupo Bimbo. Grupo Bimbo is the largest bread producer in the world, and we introduce them to the Israeli innovation ecosystem, and they pilot food tech companies here in Israel. And now we are also working with the Procomer, the Costa Rican export agency. We also have clients, banks, now an additional client that is a citrus grower in Spain. Basically, we work with the Spanish-speaking world.
Okay.
As we are always eager to learn new things and connect with startups.
Good. Merad, are you interested in investors from Costa Rica? Ezekiel can help you.
For me?
Yes. Are you interested by investors in real estate from Costa Rica?
Yes. Why not? Of course.
Good.
From everywhere, because to be honest, I think Vancouver is, we can say, is one of the beautiful city around the world. It's very beautiful.
Sure.
And
So,
the market
Ezekiel,
here is booming.
Wait,
I
wait,
think
wait. Have you been to Modin yet?
where
Now we're talking about the beautiful. This is the city of the Modin. When you come to Modin, you don't leave it.
Okay, Ezekiel, please finish in 30 seconds to summarize what you propose.
Actually, I came to this meeting to learn about you guys mainly.
Good. Welcome, Ezekiel. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. So I
Okay,
believe that.
not okay, Andrea. Now it's your turn. You didn't introduce yourself.
Okay, you're right. So, three things. So, as you see, today I'm an MC in many events. For example, in Paris, I do MC for 20 years in having in a club where we have innovation startups, okay, and we generally do every year approximately 30 startups pitching for raising money and for going international from France, okay, from all the domains. I've been happy to have Michael with me a few times in the jury, in the startups, in large events. Good. And I'm also a speaker on innovation and on leadership, mainly more and more. I speak in French and English, not Spanish, even if I was good in Spanish 40 years ago. Especially with girls, but that's confidential. And also I'm an executive coach, helping managers obtain successes. This is my mantra today. Good. So I've been very happy to be with you today. So I propose that we stay still approximately half an hour so that everybody can ask questions to other people. I did appreciate a lot the reaction of Alex when he heard the presentation of Dvir, saying that he may help. So please feel free to react on something that interests you. Jaime Nigri, what does interest you here in this group?
Okay, well, I work in EdTech. This is my business. Now this startup is also in EdTech. So I am really very, very interested in contacts with universities, with tech training centers, and also with schools that might be interested in Minecraft. Well, this is something about the commercial part. And
do you do that in French too?
Not yet. I can understand a little bit of French, but I can't speak yet. I've learned before. It's my next language. And I am very interested in French also. And there's something else that maybe someone might talk or give ideas, or I don't know. That is that this business that I talked about, Minecraft, about technology for kids. It's a business that doesn't have any AI in it, and maybe, and I think, and either it's not an exponential business. And as a startup, I would like to transform it in something exponential, and also to include AI. So if anyone has anything to tell me about it.
Yes, Tova has 2 or 3 ideas for you.
Jamie, I sit on the board of the Chamber of Commerce of Israel, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, and very important, the island of Faroe Island, which is a huge country, as you know, and Holland. And there's always exchange of studies and at universities in Sweden, stuff like that. And they do have money and they look for different things. So please be in touch with me and let's see what I can do there, because they're looking for and they invest a lot in education.
Great.
As you know, Alex, right?
Yes.
And
you're mute.
David, there's something else. This project with Minecraft in 2018, I've been to Las Vegas with Microsoft for a word recognition mention.
Have you been to the CES in Las Vegas?
It was the Inspire at that moment.
Okay, good.
The Inspire. And and now those people that were there at Microsoft, like the Vice President Judson Althoff, he is being involved also in this program.
Okay, good. Alex, do you want to react something, or do I give the mic to Chaim?
Sorry, Andrea.
React?
Andrea, I want to say two things to Jaime. So first of all, the first thing regarding potential business partners, one of my companies called DoYou. Most of our business partners are universities, and most of them in Latin America. Okay, so perhaps we have here some opportunity for you to meet these existing business partners that we already have at DoYou, and this is something we can discuss. And regarding artificial intelligence, of course, perhaps also I can help you with this. I am currently active in several startup companies, and what is in common with all of them is that all these startup companies are using artificial intelligence, but not only generative AI. And we must pay attention that today, when people talk about AI, most of them are talking about generative AI. And what I do in most of my startups is real machine learning. It's really classical machine learning and using algorithms and training models. So it's not just calling an API. It's very easy to call an API. You don't need a data scientist to call an API.
I see.
Thank you. Very interesting. I know also an expert in AI, a woman, incredible. Perhaps some of you know her, Lisa Malka Shenina. Do you know her? She lives in Israel and she's extraordinary in AI learning. So perhaps there may be some synergy. Alex, feel free.
Yes. Say it again, please.
Yes, feel free to react on what you heard.
Sorry, I was distracted by something, so I cannot react.
Okay, no problem. No problem. So, Tova, what does interest you tonight?
Mostly getting in touch with Richard Harris, which I have already sent a message on WhatsApp.
Yep, thank you.
Well done, Tova.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I'm usually very efficient, and
good.
And in this case, I have these few companies that I'm trying to raise money for, and this is exactly the company that I'm looking for.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Very interesting companies, very interesting fields of expertise.
Good.
That's great. Let's talk about it.
Yes, we will.
Sure.
Yes, we will.
Didi, what does interest you tonight?
We just get out of mute. First of all, everything is interesting here. Like you guys, like your life stories is amazing. I have a lot to strive for, and but just hearing and looking at the ecosystem, especially the international one, like from all over the world, I've never seen something like this. What puzzles me a bit It's like lots of startups, but I didn't hear a lot about the cloud, like stuff on the cloud, besides maybe machine learning and AI. I work a lot. I'm one of the experts at our company for generative AI, but it's like it seems
Good.
like it's not very like you're not very focused on that, so it puzzles me a bit. But it's very interesting to see everything you guys are doing.
Giddy, I have to interrupt here. Look, we moved from Google to AWS, and I'm telling you, we have such a problems with AWS. I don't want to even start there. Our product manager is the head architect of Nokia here in Israel. He's a former Amdocs Minister of the Prime Minister and Elbit, and he has problems with AWS. Listen, you have to because we're doing AI and we're working towards LLM. And I'm telling you, we have such a problem. I'm serious. It's such a big company, and I don't know if I'm going to meet you next week. You have a thing on the 29th or 30th, right? Something like that.
Yeah, we have lots of those. Lots of
Yeah,
those.
are you going to be there?
I'm not sure. I may. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, but that is but you know, because you have so much and so on, but it's a very, very hard to get something going there. You should really. I mean, Google was much easier, but they have a worse product than you. So we choose AWS in the end because it's better than Google to be there on their server.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's always trade-offs. No one is perfect.
Sure.
No, far from it. I know.
Sure.
But then I heard now that you have to go to work as well. You can't sit at the beach like you're doing now.
First of all, this virtual background that I have, I started using it at the start of the COVID pandemic, and I'm saying, okay, I'm stuck in Hawaii. I'm in quarantine. I cannot leave, so it's going to stay for a while. Yeah, but I'm not sure we are going back to work. Like, don't trust everything the media is telling you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. Persio, what does interest you tonight?
Hi, I'm first of all, I'm interested to bring more Canadians investors here, and interested not only from the Jewish community but from everywhere, you know. So
Good.
I'm working on it to build a good relationship here and to provide them this opportunity to all our friends here in Canada, not only in Vancouver. I agree with Mehrad. It's a beautiful city, but it's the most expensive city, not Tel Aviv, but Vancouver. Believe me, it's unbelievable what's going on here. But I'm open to to offer my services. I'm a networker, a strategic networker. So if you guys want to build your bridge between your companies, your services to everywhere, you know, here in North America, Latin America, I can connect you to any kind of interested people to
Very good.
Yeah, that's it.
Very good. Thank you very much. I'm sure that David is interested.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Persio. We already connected on LinkedIn, so yeah, absolutely.
Where are you? Yeah, I'm trying to find you here in the screen. Sorry, who is talking about?
David.
David. Ah, okay, David. Okay, perfect. Sorry.
There's only one David, don't you know?
Yeah, no, it's you know what?
Yeah,
I try to find you here in the screen. Sorry.
Chaim, do you want to say something before I close in the next 7 minutes? Chaim, put your mic back.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, so look, one of the companies I'm working with, we have developed a solution for OCR, for optical character recognition, in particular of an invoice. It's a very high precision solution. The company is called Galil Software. and we have there a team of data scientists working on this solution, and we are looking for distributors. And currently, we are testing the solution in the Israeli market. We already have several customers here in Israel, of course, with invoice in Hebrew, but we wanted to expand our operations to new markets, in particular Latin America and Europe and North America. You know, these languages are not difficult. If you are able to process an invoice in Hebrew, and process an invoice in English is easy, right? So yes, so if there is someone here who would be interested or know someone who would be interested in being a distributor of our solution in other countries outside Israel, so please be in contact with me.
Good. Well done, Chaim. Before I propose to you a last global roundtable, Michael, have you been already to Vancouver, Canada, or not yet?
No, I haven't. I know it's a beautiful city.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, thank you, Michael. Good.
Just-
So what I do propose to all of you,
Wait.
David?
Can I just say, Andre, thank you very much for being the conferencier here. Without you, we would never make it. And I, as well, I've been traveling all over the world and lived all over the world. This is fantastic. This is really fantastic.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks a lot. I'm happy that even Rick agrees. Good. So please,
100%.
so please,
I
I
would
ask
be very happy to see more women around here. I mean, it's,
So when are we going to have the next time, the next get together?
Exactly. Good.
Exactly. Chaim, we have to propose that to them first.
One is Acharei Hagim. You know Acharei Hagim?
Absolutely. In November.
After the holiday.
In November. In November. Good. So what I do propose to all of you is to take, for the last time from today, the opportunity to speak and to share with us two words. Two words as a kind of summary of what you lived during this hour together. So I begin. Diversity, effectiveness. So Gadi, what are your two words?
Great opportunity.
Good. Chaim Enigri, what's your two words?
Okay, I thought I was.
Yes.
I was
Two
on
words
mute.
only.
Two words: education and technology.
Good. Tova, two words.
efficient opportunity.
Good. Michael, two words.
Sharing and support.
Rick, two words.
Great people.
Yes. Jean-François, two words.
Collaboration, networking.
Good. Merad, two words.
Networking and connection.
Sure. Ezekiel, two words.
Connections and learning.
Yes. Gidi, two words.
Global professionals.
Good. David, two words.
The tribe.
Persio, two words.
Shana Tova.
Tova.
Shana Tova.
Well done. And we had this hour because of Chaim proposed that to me, Chaim Maccabi. I want to thank him. Chaim, what are your two words for today?
Business and pleasure.
Good.
Thank you very much. And
Thank you,
because
Andre.
of what Rick asked,
you.
we will do it again in November. Prepare yourself.
Yay. Great. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
guys.
Very nice
Thank you.
to meet you
Thank
all.
you
Nice to
very
see you. Have a
much.
good one.
Bye.
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 Bye.